Okay, then you're good. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight we got a kind of a special broadcast for Ruthless, a little bit different from our league racing. Um, we're gonna showcase a league versus league between Macattack Racing and Mob Racing for the next 8 weeks. They got an 8-week schedule. It's gonna be straight up points, 8 versus 8, 8 drivers from each league. Tonight they're kicking off this league versus league series at Las Vegas. They're already done with qualifying. In a second here, when they're ready, we're going to load in. We'll see who got the pole. I got Smoke up here in the booth with me. He's going to help me call this race, and we might also get Stu up in the booth at some point tonight. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Other than that, we're ready to go racing. We'll kind of go through the drivers as they're on track once we start the race. It'll be a little easier for everybody to see the driver's name, the gamer tag, and the number that they're running for the series. And then, so for the tracks that they're going to be running, I just asked Mac for schedule. Let's see. I know I sent it. Man, where did he send it? That's right here. So I know they got a lot of good tracks on the schedule. They got okay. So we're starting off at Vegas. They got Michigan next week, and then Road America the week after. Atlanta, Watkins Glen, Texas Auto Club, and Homestead. So a lot of mile and a halves. Auto Club in Michigan are on there. 2 road courses and no short tracks, but Homestead will be the final race of this series. That's going to be on the 31st of January. They're going to do straight up total points per, I think, for each team, and then the team with the total points, the most total points at the end of the 8 races, I think is going to be declared the league champion, or league versus league champion, I should say. So this is going to be an interesting series for everybody involved. It's cool that they're doing an 8-race thing instead of, just one race takes it all between the leagues. This is going to give everybody a chance to show their strengths and maybe some weaknesses from each league.
Yeah, and what I believe too, Hollywood, is that only the top 7 people qualify for points. Is that right?
I did not know that.
I believe that's how they're running that.
Okay.
So during the stages, if one total team gets all 7 top finishes, then the rest get no points.
Correct. Okay. That allows for maybe one driver that is having a bad night, to have that bad night and not completely bring down his team points. If somebody wrecks out or maybe lags out just due to internet issues, they will be able to minimize that gap that they're going to lose on the points. So I think these guys are about ready. YouTube. We're going to join True Death's live stream right now. They're still paused, but they're about ready to go racing.
Yep, I've been playing those, and they're actually waiting to get on track now.
TCB Pauly D is going to be your pole sitter tonight. He ran a 30.254. I think these guys were doing the group qualifying, so he got a good draft lap there. A lot of what we're doing, or a lot of what these guys do tonight is sponsored by SwampBullRush.com. We're going to drop that link into the chat. during this race at some point. I probably could do it right now while we're waiting. Macattack's definitely sent me a few invites, so we're good to go on that end. Those of you that are watching our stream, here is, hold on. Polly D. Boo, Robert H. If those of you that are watching watching right now, that Swamp Bull Rush or bullrash.com, he's got a lot of stuff on there, setups, Heat 5 advice. Pretty sure he's got some sports and stuff on there as well. Sport shorts and Heat 5 custom setups. So make sure you guys check that out. He's got next gen setups posted, as well as a ton of other features. We're going to mention his name throughout the broadcast tonight.
Did you see that message from Mac?
No, did they say join?
Yep. One loading screen, we're ready to go, Hollywood.
Okay. I'll be joining right now. I'll send you a few invites and then we're going to load in. All right, loading into the South Point 200. I believe it's a 50%er. I need to get back on True Death's stream so I can get a lap count for the race here. They're going to go green right now. As they come to the line, Paulie kind of shoots out to an early lead here. Got through the gears better than everybody else. Paulie's running the 45 Jumpman car. Just behind him in the 14, Cole Trickle, running the Mahindra Tractors 14. Mark Macattack, owner of Macattack Racing, running in third at the moment in that 44 Grambling University Camaro. A little bit of dicing going on back here in the field. Nesta in the 4 cars running the top above the 23. Go ahead, Smoke. Too wide for second. 2 rows back. 3 cars looking to the top a little bit, but I think he was just trying to get clean air above the 14. They're going to have a big run down the back into 3 on the top. We got 4 cars lined up. Paulie D goes back to the bottom, blocks the run the 14 had. And now Hick Ross is, yep. Hick Ross in the 18 car. I think he exclusively runs the 18. If you have a setting to maybe turn up your volume on your voice, they're saying they can barely hear you on stream. But they can hear you. We got Dave in the 23 car. Lando's back here in the 47. I believe he's the owner of Mob. Suck my draft. Is trying to suck some draft off the 1 car. Swamp Bull Rash back here in the 19 car, trying to make his way through the field slowly. He's got the 12 car pushing him. 12 car's Hoosier Boy, running the Menards Ford Mustang. TCB Clubberlang back here in the 20. SDRJ White in the 16 tonight. Garv in the 5. And we're back to the front with Paulie D. True Death has made his way around. Paulie D and is now the leader in the Bass Pro Shops 3 car. All right, we're 2 wide for second. 2 rows back. 14 gets loose out of 2. He's going to make contact with the 18. 18 is going to lose a few positions. So I believe these guys in this stage are going to have to make 2 stops with how the fuel works out. They told me they were going to not allow fuel saving and they were going to, because, the game will tell you you can get 20 laps around Vegas, but you cannot. You can only get about, I think it might be 18 is the number, it's maybe 17. So with the way the lap counts work out, even we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say 18. That's 2 runs of 18 is 36. I would leave 3 laps at the end. And I think that's going to require these guys to make an extra stop. So, there are going to be a few strategies. I'm sure that we'll see no tires from a couple of drivers. It'll be interesting to see who decides to pull that out and use that here early on in the race. I think stage. Yeah, they're under a blanket, but they're still making time to the rest of the field. 2 by 2, 3 rows deep out here for the lead, and still making time on the second group of cars. True Death looks like he's got a pretty good car right now, just cruising out front, staying in front of the 45. Macattack's looking to the top here, but he doesn't have a good enough run to pull up next to the 3 car into 1. Seven car of Team 95 Motorsports. I think he may have ran a few races in Ruthless early on. Nesta in the 4 car. Sitting here behind Stuck My Draft. But yeah, we're going to keep it pinned on this battle for the lead. 2 wide, 3 rows back. Hick Ross. Oh, he's getting to pit road. Got a little loose. Almost got the wall. But he did make it in without making any contact or getting a speeding penalty. He was slowed down enough. Riding along with Dave in the 23 car. Riff in the top through 1 and 2. He's going to have a big run on this 14 car. Doesn't really have anywhere to go with it. They're 2 wide in front of him. True washed up there and made contact with the 14. We're riding along with the 23s. He gets loose out of 2. Down on the apron, was able to gather it up and pull back on track, but he's going to lose the lead draft there. It looked like it was a kind of a chain reaction. The 3 car got a little tight in the center of 1 and 2. Pushed up onto the 14. As we see more contact here with the 19 and the 1 car as we're flicking through the field. As we're going through the field, the 20 cars on pit road as well. But yeah, the 3 car just kind of pushed up into the 14 there, and then the 23 just got put in a weird position. And I think he had to, let off or something. And that caused his car to get a little loose there and out of shape. Did a great job catching it, though, on the apron. It's not uncommon to see cars on the low line wash up here at Vegas. Those bumps are pretty gnarly in turn 1 and 2. and it will cause you to lose a lot of grip in your car, a lot of downforce. No, that's who just got loose off 2. Yeah, so that's what I was. The 3 car kind of pushed up to the 14 when they were all grouped together, and then whatever happened with that, the 23 got loose behind them, and I think True Death is going to go to the pits right here. We're going to ride along with him and make sure that's what's going on. Pauly D is coming with him. Clean entry. May have left a little out there on the table for somebody else to gain if they're going to be a little more aggressive. But they all got onto pit road safely. So it looks like they're going to be doing their 4-tire stop this time. We got the last 2 leaders on pit road, along with the rest of the field that was behind these guys. So as these guys cycle out, we're going to watch Hick Ross, who was the first car on pit road, and he's going to go way by the other leaders. He's going to put a good amount of time to him. I think Hick is on the no... I don't know if he gained all that time with no tires. I think he would be a little farther ahead. So we'll see how this plays out for the 18. Those cars behind him are definitely going to have way fresher tires. They're going to be able to run him down pretty quickly. As you see the second half of the field coming out right now. So like Smoke was saying, we kind of had 2 pit strategies there. We had one group of cars pit kind of on the lap that True Death went in, and then we had another group pit with Macattack and Cole Trickle. But we had a few outliers. Hick Ross was one of them. This 18 car was your first one on pit road. Oh. Yes, but this may work out. I don't know. I just think that these guys... I think what Hick Ross was thinking was to split the stage up into 3 equal parts and take 4 tires twice. And I don't think that'll be the winning strategy tonight for this stage. I believe that the car that can take no tires here at the end is going to make it happen. One car and the 4 car made contact. They were kind of watching back here for a second. I think all these guys got out of pit road pretty well. I don't see anybody that's back here that was with the lead pack. I think everybody made it on and off pit road without any issues. He may be signaling to pit, though. So we'll have to see if he goes in right here. He does not, so he did just get loose. Riding along with Pauly D again. Macattack's going to be your leader. Macattack has the freshest tires on the racetrack. If these guys do decide to take no tires on this last stop, that's going to give the advantage to Macattack and Cole Trickle because they were able to pit a lap later than True Death and Pauly. So we'll see. I'm looking at True's stream. We got 16 to go that time by. There'll be 15 to go next time they cross the line. True did not take enough fuel to get to the end, so there's still one pit stop coming up. And he's back out front.
It appears that we've got 2 or 3 different kinds of racing going on. They're kind of packed up, 4-piece, 3-piece. Deal with.
Hick Ross has gone to pit road and has now came out. I believe, like I said, he's trying to split this stage somehow. Everybody's kind of single filed out at the moment. I think Team 95 Motorsports is the only person that had some kind of issue under that first pit stop, because he's way farther back than he was. 47 and the 4 are going to make a little contact there into 1. These guys are racing pretty hard back here. The 19's got a lot of damage to the front end of his car, and the 47 has rear end damage. I don't know if that's related, but they're kind of running near each other. And that type of damage matches up. We got somebody else coming down pit road. That's a 7 car. I think it's Team 95. Just coming in to complete his final stop of the stage. All these leaders that we're watching battle right here, these 4, they all still have to make 1 pit. True Death and Paulie might be going this time. I believe the 20 car was another one of those cars that came in and made their second stop already. So I think that he's changing it up a little bit. He's got a clean car. No damage on that thing. But yeah, he didn't have the track position to stay running with the leaders. So, you know, doing a little something different on strategy might not be the worst thing. It might help you pass some people on pit road. Usually, yeah, these guys are really swapping positions back and forth up here. Usually, if somebody's got a faster car than you can't really beat them following them on the same strategy. So I think that's what... Oh, True Death off the 14 and into the outside wall off of 4. 3 car's going to lose a ton of time there. Doesn't have any damage, but he's definitely got to pit this lap with... because I can see how much fuel he has. He's definitely got to come to pit road this time. I think Paulie pit with True Death, so we'll see if he's going to come down this time as well. And he is going to stay with True Death and come down here. So they got... they might be taking tires here. They don't have a ton of tires to play with. We're going to see what they do. They are going to take 4 tires, so this is going to be interesting. If somebody was able to take no tires during this stage, I think they're going to have a huge advantage over the rest of the competition. Cole Trickle and Macattack are still staying out. Yeah. Well, you'd be saving 12 seconds on pit road, and I think that with only 9 laps left in the stage, if you were able to make it on the tires, I don't think that they could catch you with only 9 laps to go. That would be my thought process with the no tire call. If you can do, 18 laps and 18, then you only have 3 at the end to run. on old tires.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. I think somebody's definitely going to try it. I know Hick Ross is already back on track. He pitted a little too early and put on his second set. I think too early to try it, but the second set of leaders are pitting. Cole got in there way better than Macattack.
Yes, he did. I'm not sure if Cole made it under, did he?
He definitely made it onto pit road. He may have been speeding. I don't know. We're going to have to sit here. We're going to actually let them do their thing on pit road. Nest is on pit road. The 12 car's on pit road. I think Hick Ross. Yeah, so see, Hick Ross came in, put 4 tires on again, and these guys are just eating him alive. He's already. Pauly D and True Death are already almost back to him. Short pitting did not work out for this 18 car. We're going to get back to Pauly. And it looks like the 14 got caught on pit road. And I think Macattack has tried the no tire strategy, because he is way in front of True Death and Pauly. I believe this is going to be the best strategy for him.
Yep, I think you're right.
I just don't think they have enough time to get back to him, even with the fresh tires. Their cars are, there's only 4 to go here, 3 to go next time around, and they got they're at least a straightaway behind him. It's Mark Macattack trying to lead his own league to a Stage 1 win here at Vegas to start off this league versus league season. He's got 3 more laps until he can make it happen. We're going to have to watch his tires. He shouldn't be close on fuel. I think he should be good on fuel.
Yeah, I think Macattack's actually put himself out there at a pretty good distance. With 3 laps to go.
2 to go now. They're not going to get to him if he's got enough tire. They're running quick laps together. Pauly and True are definitely trying. Cole, I think, also took no tires, but because of the penalty that he received on pit road, he's way back there. But he didn't lose a ton of positions because of the no tires stop. So here we go. The 44 is on the last lap of Stage 1. All right, well, down the backstretch for the final time. And through 3 and 4. Macattack's going to exit, turn 4, and come down the front stretch and take this stage win at Vegas. Pauly D is going to bring it home in second. True Death was not able to get back to him. True is going to finish in third. I believe, I'm going to wait for this to load in. Hoosier Boy brings it home fourth. Hick Ross hangs on to fifth. That's your top 5. Gar brings it home 6th. Dave 7th. Nesta 8th. Cole 9th after that speeding penalty. And Suck My Draft rounds out your top 10 in Stage 1. Stage 2 is going to be 37 laps. We'll have to watch how these guys are racing to begin this stage, because I don't know if they're going to make them do 2 stops or just 1. It's very close on fuel. I believe the number 17, which would be 34 laps after 2 runs. This is yeah, I believe that I think it's 2 pit stops all night. Oh, the 20 car goes straight to the wall. He must have not taken tires or something there. Macattack super low on the racetrack. He's coming to pit road, so that tells me that they're going to make... Oh, I don't know. Maybe he didn't pit either.
Well, you wouldn't think he had an issue after just coming out of the stage, so let's find out what's going on.
Well, because usually, you know how the 20 moved up right there, right? So usually, like, if the car takes... or the car doesn't pit, they would be starting first. So it was kind of weird and strange that the second place driver was somebody that didn't have fuel or didn't have tires and kind of got out of the way immediately. So I believe that maybe Macattack also did the same thing, and then that's why he was in first there. I don't know, strange. He's either doing that or he's just trying to come in and get that first pit stop out of the way for the stage. But it does.
Moved up into third.
I think Mark was on pit road long enough that he took 4 tires there. So we may have seen our first mistakes of this race. Costly mistakes. That's going to put them each a lap down. Right along with Hick here in fourth. It looks like the top 4 have kind of separated themselves. Robert is confused. What happened, Robert? I think what happened is Macattack, or Mark and Clubberlang both did not pit under the stage break. Mark had enough fuel to get around and get back to pit road. Clubberlang did not, and that's why he moved high in the 20 car right at the beginning of the restart. Mark was able to come back around, come down pit road, service his car for this stage, but he's 1 lap down and just in front of the leaders at the moment, in jeopardy of going 2 laps down. Okay. So maybe he just didn't have tires. Because now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I do remember seeing the 20 car get back up to speed once he was behind everybody. So Hick Ross has lost the draft from the top 3. He's now side by side with Garv, fighting for the 4th position. Nesta just behind them, and Cole Trickle working together on the bottom. Yeah, I think Garv found himself in a better track position during this stage, and now he's kind of showing what that Hendrick.com Camaro has tonight. Cole Trickle, who was running with the leaders, now has to fight his way through Garv, Hick, and Nesta to try and make his way back up to the lead pack. It does appear that Garv might be catching up to Hoosier just a little bit and closing the gap between the first and second packs. Just behind them, Dave is leading the 3rd pack. Right now he's battling Team 95 Motorsports and Lando. I guess this would be, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is for 9th and 10th. Right up. Little loose. Cole's trying to find any way around him. Team 95 and Dave right now are just kind of riding. They're on the edge of the draft of this pack in front of them. I believe this is a low draft league. No draft? Okay. Or so it would be set to lowest instead of low. I don't know. So Dave and Team 95 have worked their way up to that second group, but then they started running side by side with each other. Let's get a back camera off this 5 car. And I think the 23 caught the wall somewhere, because now the 7 car is still at the back of the 14 car. Team 95 is at the back of Cole, and Dave has fallen off in the 23. They got about 6 laps of fuel, so we'll see them within the next 5 or so pitting. So right now, Pauly D and True Death dominating the second stage for Mob Racing. Mark Macattack has the 12 car of Hoosier Boys running third, and Garv is running fourth. So maybe a costly mistake for Mac or Mark. Man, I keep getting it confused. Costly mistake for Mark there, not pitting at the beginning of the stage, but it might not hurt his team too much. They might not be able to pull out the stage win here, but oh, we got a car spun. Hick Ross in the wall. Exit turn 2. I think this is a caution. We got a caution on the racetrack. So something happened involving the 18 there. Smokes. Well, the 12 car's still with the leaders, and Hick was like mid-pack, I think. This is going to be a huge break for Mark. Somebody's going to get their lead lap back, or their free pass. Get back on the lead lap. If True would scroll, I would know. 13th. I didn't get to see who it was. Pauly D is going to come out with the lead. True Death files to second. Garv gains a spot on pit road, and Hoosier Boy loses one. Yep, that's able to allow True Death to clear and come down into the bottom line. They're 4 wide down the back. The contact with the 12 car. Oh no, he didn't get in the wall. Kind of got a little door from somebody down the front stretch. Looks like we're all going to get single filed out pretty quickly. I'd be interested to know how many laps we have in this stage. So as they come around, I'll pick it up off True Death, off the stream from True. They're all kind of riding along here. That would, yeah, 17 to go, so they don't have to pit again. But they're going to be dangerously close on fuel. So I believe they restarted with 19-ish to go. Might be a little bit more than what the tank actually has, but we're going to find out who's got the gear to make it. Macattack's also going to be one to watch during the stage. Coming from the back, he's going to have to work hard to get up there. Cleverlang might have been the free pass driver. Like I said, I just don't know. Couldn't see it on the stream. But I think this is... go ahead. Oh, 31 gets into the 4 car. Looked like he went to go make a move and just didn't hold the bottom. 4 car squeezed him a little bit. They met in the middle. And the 4 car is going to lose 2 positions as a result of that contact. I think we're going to see pretty much the whole field line up, kind of like they are right now. Try to save just a little bit of fuel if they can. True Death is not trying to make a move on the leader of Pauly D. He's just pushing him for the moment. They're still running good lap times. But Vegas is one of those tracks where, you know, you're especially in these, you got a wreck. Hick Ross is going down pit road. All right, well, maybe we will require a pit stop. Oh, contact. .44 gets thrown to the apron, does a great job collecting his car. Yeah, that completely broke up that second group of cars. They're just non-existent anymore. That's what happens. You start fighting for these positions back in the back of the field, and these leaders will just drive away from you. All right, so I believe that everybody will have to make a stop here. If I was anybody on this racetrack, maybe if I was in the lead draft, I would stay out. Seems like, yeah. If I'm not with these guys, I'm coming down pit road as early as I can. This is going to be definitely a no tire stop now. So coming off pit road, I would want the freshest tires, which would mean to get to pit road as early as I can. But if I'm up here with the leaders, this draft is making these guys run faster lap times. So I don't know. It's a hard sacrifice to make. Do you sacrifice tires coming off pit road for lap time right now, or do you go ahead and come down pit road now, get a good exit compared to everybody else, but maybe lose a little bit of time to the leaders who are drafting together? So we'll see what the strategy is for the rest of this pack, the rest of this field. Oh, we got a bunch of cars on the wall. The 7 and the 23 miss pit road. 23 still at the wall. He's going to actually back his car up and be able to get to pit road. Did all the leaders come down? No, they did not. So Pauly and True decide to stay out. These guys have been linked together on strategy all night. Garv and Cole are off pit road. They definitely took no tires. Maybe they're tuning in, listening to what I'm saying as they went to pit road. Pretty early there, but now everybody else, or the other two leaders, Pauly and True, signaling to come down this time. Looks like the 45 and the 3 got on pit road cleanly. We got SKUCar in the chat. What's up, SKUCar? Remember to go to SeatGeek.com. Use code SKUCar at checkout. That'll give you $20 off your first ticket purchase to any live event. Let's see how long these guys are on pit road for. Not very long. No tires stop. is the call for the end of this stage. We're seeing a replay of stage 1. We're going to watch these guys and see if they get out of pit road clean or if they're loose with old tires. Luckily for everybody, Las Vegas is completely paved all the way down to the inside barrier. So there's a lot of track to use. And these guys killed it. They killed pit road entry and exit. And they're going to... No, he would be... The difference between no tires and two rights is like 8 or 9 seconds. He'd be way back there. I think True Death just had a better pit entry and exit than the 45 car. And that's where that gap we're looking at on stream came from. I don't know if Mark Macattack's in 5th or if he's trying to unlap himself the old-fashioned way. Oh, they're saying that they can't hear your voice still. So go to, you want to go to streaming and broadcast. And then go to voice share and turn it to allow. Are you on a 5 or a 4? Okay, so I think you might have to go all the way to your actual settings. Oh, Pauly D's super loose. Super loose. Gets all the way down to the apron there. That's going to pretty much guarantee True Death a shot at this stage win. He's looking at his tires. He might be worried about it. But I think he's got enough to do it. It's not volume. It's your voice share. It's a different setting. It's under, if you go to your main, it's like streaming and broadcast or clips and broadcasts, and then there'll be a thing that'll say voice share allow. Here we go. True Death is coming around. He's going to take the white flag of stage number 2. He's got enough tire and enough fuel to make it. Coming through 3 and 4. Well, True Death is going to take this stage. If you're in the chat, can you please let me know if you can hear Mr. Smoke? Pauly D is going to bring it home in 2nd. Gar 3rd. Cole Trickle in 4th. Mark makes his way back to 5th. They said they still cannot hear you.
Orlando is in 6th. Hicks Ross 7th. Draft in 8th. Old Man Nesta in 9th. And Swamp Ball Rash rounding out the top 10.
Party settings. Oh no. I clicked the wrong button. Alright, we'll have to load back in here. Hold on, guys. Good thing we got invites. Oh no, what the hell?
I want to adjust the level. I'm pretty much all the way up now. Clean start, everybody's 2 by 2. True Death on the inside with Garp coming in. Looks like he's going to link up there with Pauly D on the high side. Garp staying down low with him.
What the hell? Do you still have another invite to get back in?
I do.
You're going to have to come back out and send me one. I had multiple invites, but they're not showing up. had tons of invites.
This one just takes forever.
We're good. True Death is still out front, guys. $50 laps to go in stage 3. This is going to be a long one. Were you able to get back to the lobby?
Yeah, I'm jumping out there and sending these names off now.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. We're loading back in. They don't sound too happy.
No.
All right, back up front. Pauly D and True Death have worked themselves out to a pretty substantial lead. Just behind them, Garv, Cole Trickle, and Mark battling for positions, along with the 4 car of Nesta and the 47 of Lando. Looks like this field is kind of separated from each other. There's a lot of separation in between each of these packs. Yeah, I believe the second pack needs to let Mark kind of get out front here and try to lead them. I think that 44 car is the fastest car here in this group. And I think if they want to have a chance at getting back to the 45, they're going to need the 44 leading the charge. Garv's doing a good job. Yeah, I think Garv definitely has a good car. It's just, I mean, it's go time at the moment with how big of a gap they have to the leaders. If they don't try to go up there and catch them, that's going to be tough. They do have 50 laps to do it, so. But, you know, we got. So you got the Mob Racing teammates up front, and the Macattack teammates running third, fourth, and fifth, trying to push each other. You can see the gap between, like, the 44 was able to pull up right to the back bumper of the 5 car, and then now you can see that the 5 car can't really get back to the back bumper of the 44. That just tells me that 44 just has a little bit more than that 5 does. Mark's got a fast car pretty much everywhere he goes. I've been in this position that Mark's been in a few times where you're just trying to run down leaders. And, you know, it's tough. You got to really hit your marks. Make sure you run perfect laps, especially when you got 2 cars that are working together really well. as True Death and Paulie have all night. It's also tough too with when the car you're trying to draft with can't really get right back to your bumper to really push you down the straightaways. Looks like Garv's just a little bit off of what the 44 has. Even with the help of Cole, they can't really get to the 44 and push him. I think Mark just has a little more corner speed right now than the 5 and the 14. Yep, looks like they're going to try to make a move now. Lando kind of washes up, though, and is in the middle. They're going to try. They got to make their way around this 4-car quick if they're trying to do the swap. Because you want to have the preferred lines entering and exiting the turns. You don't want to have to race a car side by side. Cost you about a tenth. Yep, they finally got everybody through there. Team 95 working his way to the back bumper of the 23. But I think Dave's going to try to go for a pass now. Or just gets left out to hang out on the inside line by himself. Yeah, I mean, they're losing them for sure. Just makes no sense here to battle, especially as hard as the 23 is doing. He actually makes contact with the 7, and now that McDonald's Toyota Camry moves down to the apron and then back up right in front of the 4-car. And you can now see that the gap between the 4 of those drivers is about a car length or so. I think they finally got it sorted out. A little farther back in the pack, we got, I think this is like the 4th group, led by Swamp Cracker and the number 1 Advent Health Camaro. Hick Ross is at the tail of this field, or tail of this pack. Clever Lane and SDR White running along with these guys as well.
Sort of looks like they're doing what the 3rd pack was doing, or just kind of moving around. 20 cars seems to be gaining a little bit more speed as the races went along. I think they need to do the same to line up and catch that pack in front of them.
Suck My Draft has retired from the race. Swamp Ball Rash, the 19 car is running by himself. Oh, we got a car in the wall here. Hick is going to pull down right in front of the 19. They nearly make contact. Remember, if you're watching this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. This is a league versus league between Macattack Racing and Mob Racing. It's going to be an 8-race series. This is the first race of 8. Clever Lane in the 20 out of fuel here. '20 car of TCB Clubber Lang is going to have a long road back to pit road. Something has been wrong with his pit stops tonight. This is, I think, the second time we've seen him take low fuel or no tires. I don't know exactly what's going on, but he's down there on the apron. $35 to go here. So Mark and Garv decide to go 1 lap longer than True Death and Paulie. We'll see if that can make a difference. I'm interested to see if this 44 car is going to be able to track down these leaders by himself. I think it's too tall of a task with them working together. They got fast enough cars to make that work. So yeah, so we can go through that real quick. Now that the first pit stop is done, the 20 car seems like he's parked it on the apron here. I don't know what he's doing. Let's try to get back to the leaders. So, first and second, as they run right now, those points will be going to the Mob Racing team. Third, fourth, and fifth, those points would be going to Macattack Racing. Then we got Lando and Team 95. There's a split there. Lando's points go to Mob Racing. Motorsports' points go to Macattack's. And then Nesta and the one car. That's another split. So they're all running pretty close. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, honestly. I think Mark would definitely have something for these two leaders if he could ever get back to them. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to happen without any cautions coming out. He's got a fast car, but I don't know if he's got something to go run these guys down like that. When you, yeah, especially with how the fuel works out. You said that there was 35 to go when they were coming out. 30 at the pit. Okay. We'll get a lap count right here. True just crossed. So 27 to go. They got 11, so they're pitting on about lap 17 to go. They're right at the fuel number, so depending on where they pitted. From what I'm looking at, True could definitely make it on one more stop. But, yeah, if a couple of those guys, if they pitted really early, they're definitely going to be short. This race, you got to watch your fuel with these cars. Not only in this race, but I guess just at every track now with these next gens. It's just tough. They run a little bit slower, but you can run the same gear ratios and stuff that were in the 2020 cars, so they burn a lot more fuel. There's a lot less off throttle time with these cars. And I think they got a lot more downforce, and that contributes to less fuel mileage. Right now, I think the driver in the best position to win this race is that 45 car. He can kind of sit behind the 3 car, the leader, and kind of save his stuff. Not fuel save, but maybe save a lap of fuel compared to the 3. And then Maybe pit a lap later and take fresher tires towards the end or something. I don't know. He's got multiple things he could. Okay. Well, Polly's just hooked to the back bumper of that 3 car. They are teammates, so for them it doesn't really matter, I guess, who wins the race.
And I have to say that Macattack seems to be getting a little closer.
I think he's getting a little bit closer, but it's going to take a mistake out of these guys for him to get up there. Like I said, he does have a lap fresher tires, so I think that he's probably a little faster lap per lap, but because they're drafting, that's kind of minimizing the effect that those new tires have. So Mac is probably just hanging on, running even lap times with the 45 and the 3. Right now I got.
It'll be a little bit different when Garb gets up there. Garb can hook up on the back of that 44. I think they can make a little better time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this car just doesn't have it tonight. He was trying to stick with Mark for as long as he can, but eventually the 44 kind of pulled away through the pit stops. Riding along with the 19 of Swamp Ball Rash. I think they're working together. Reminder to go to swampballrash.com. He's got Heat 5 setups on there. Sports content, stuff like that. The link is in the live chat. TCB Clubberlang enjoying the scenery down here on the apron. But, all jokes aside, we got the leaders pitting. Pauly D does a little bit of a better job getting to pit road, but the 3 car surges ahead as they cross the line. They're going to have 18 to go when they exit the pits. This is going to be the final stop of the night. If there's no cautions. We're going to click over to Mark and see that Mark's coming down pit road. He did a great job getting on pit road. That was a great entry by the 44. I believe that he is going to close up to the leaders a little bit. I think I think the 3 and the 45 are a little conservative. Pauly lost a little bit of time to True. Mark came out of the pits, like I said, a little bit closer to these guys. He may be able to hang on to their draft now. But he's definitely closed the gap to the leaders. 44 will also have fresh tires. I'll tell you what, if this 44 can hit some good laps right now on these fresh tires, I think he's got a shot. I think that's Hoosier Boy in the 12. He had a good pace earlier in this race, so Either he hasn't pitted or he may have gotten a speeding penalty during one of his pit stops that put him at the tail end of the lead lap. Mark Macattack cut the gap in half on pit road that time. And he's gaining. There's a little lag, but he's gaining. He's only 0.9 back. I think he's just lagging a little bit. It's probably just the stream, though. Yeah, it's just lag. It's not showing all that on mine. I think Mark's going to be getting there. 13 to go. It'll be 12 to go next time by.
He's definitely coming.
Needs about 2 more tenths. And then he'll start second draft from the 45. He's got him. He's got him. We're going to have a 3-way battle for the lead. With 10 to go. Here at Las Vegas. Remember, this is an 8 versus 8. League versus league. Mob Racing versus Macattack Racing. This is the first race of 8. Stage 1 winner. Mark Macattack has worked his way back to the bumper of the 45 and the 3 car. Stage 2 winner True Death has dominated this Stage 3 with Pauly D right on his bumper, helping him out. But now they got an issue, and that issue is the 44 car. Let's see if True stays to the bottom and works to draft Pauly. He does. So they're gonna play this like a tandem draft. 44 makes a move to the top. Let's see if he can get to the quarter panel of the 3 car and try to side draft him down the front straightaway. He's pulled even right now with True Death. Going into 1. 44 up on the top. Loses ground in the center to the 3. 3 car tries to slide up. Isn't going to have the gap to do it. 44 surges ahead off a corner exit from the run he got on the top of turn 2. Still side by side. Just a little bit of lag out of the 44. He's straight in the race. Still side by side here for the 3rd lap. True Death is going to now clear the 44. He's going to make a move. Oh, contact between the 44 and the 45. Mark's now working the top, and True doesn't have his drafting help. Contact. Seven to go. Pauly D's fighting back. True Death will not run the top line down the backstretch. Does not want to give Mark any type of draft or any chance to cross him over and get the 44 car to the bottom of the racetrack. I think that the 44 can complete this pass on the top. All he needs is a good run into turn 1. I believe he's losing too much time on the entry to turn 1 to the bottom line. This time he does it. He's able to stay even with the 3 car off of 2. 44 is going to have a huge run down the back, and I think he's going to become your sole leader. Now the car with the freshest tires is out to the point. Mark's going to cross the line there, and there's going to be 6 to go at Las Vegas. True Death is in fuel gear, so he may not. These guys may not be confident in the amount of fuel that they have in their car. True Death has decided to just ride here behind the 44. That was 4 to go. Yes, this lap car may be a factor in this race. They're going to definitely pull draft on him here pretty soon. If not this straightaway down the backstretch, they're going to be catching him at a high rate. I was saying that, but now it looks like True's saving fuel, and I would not want to be anywhere behind this 44. It looks like he's got the best car at the moment. I think Paulie was. I don't know. True and Paulie definitely had a good strategy to stay together, but I think at the end of it, Paulie or True should have stayed out maybe that one extra lap. We got 2 to go here, especially if I was Paulie riding behind True Death that whole stage. I know he had the fuel to stay out there, and so that would have been my strategy. 44.5 gets loose off of 2. This is going to be the race for the win between the 44 and the 3 car. We're coming across the line. This is going to be the white flag lap presented by Skew Car. One more time from Las Vegas. Mark Macattack solely in the lead through 1 and 2. He's going to run the bottom. True Death is going to follow him, trying to draft and formulate a run back to the bumper of the 44. I don't think he's going to have the time to get to him. Mark Macattack through 3 and 4 for the final time has an improbable comeback from 2 seconds back to catch the leaders, get by them on the final run, and take the win from Las Vegas. Mark Macattack in the 44 Chevy Camaro is going to be the first winner of this league versus league. Mark Macattack Racing takes home the first win. Mob Racing takes home second and third. Garv finishes 4th. Cole finishes 5th. Team 95 finishes 6th. Go ahead, you can go through it. All right. So we're going to add Mark. I think it's already in here. But we're going to add, let's see, we're going to add True. And we're going to add Paulie. Hell of a race tonight. A lot of action throughout the whole race.
Yep. We're going to get an interview with the winner here, the 44 car, old Macattack.
Did they join yet or no?
No.
Okay. So fastest lap for the race, 29.991 from Hick Ross. And a bunch of 30.0s from everybody else. Let's see. So we're just waiting on our podium finishers to join the booth.
What up? What up?
What's up?
True Death.
Yo.
Good run. Just couldn't hold off the 44 there at the end, but that was a damn good finish for you both.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think I had a damn good race tonight.
Got a stage win and seconds, and I don't know where I finished first stage. Okay, so
Third.
what was it? Okay. So I got a first, second, and a third. Oh.
Yeah, I stayed top 3 all night.
Yeah, you both were top 3 all night. Did you guys have a little problem on that last pit, or I mean, did Macattack just have?
I don't know, Drew. What do you think? I think he kind of just caught us.
I don't know. We was nose to tail drafting, and he
I
was
know
still
before we
gaining on
pitted,
us.
we had a 1.9 gap on him. He couldn't catch us. After
Yeah,
we pitted, he caught us.
Yeah, he's in here.
All right, Mac.
I was watching.
You got a copy?
Go ahead.
Mark. Yeah. All right, buddy. Hell of a race tonight. You're the stage 1 winner. Talk us through what happened at the end of stage 1. Did you not take fuel? Something happened there. We saw you drop back to the back, and then walk us through that last cycle of pit stops. Obviously, the fresher tires helped you catch the leaders, even though they were drafting together. So, kind of what was your strategy at the end, and then when you got to them, how did you? How were you able to pull off that pass that you made on the top side?
Yeah, well, strategy for stage 1 and 2 was to, at the end there, we only had to run a couple laps, so just take the amount of fuel I needed. And so I was able to hold them off there, just kind of riding around with no tires. And then at the end of stage 1, I was getting the screenshots of the stages and forgot to pit like a bozo. So ended up having to pit there under green and lost a lap, but luckily we were able to get that back up. And the last stage there, they walked away, and I don't know if they had to save a little bit or what it was, but I don't know if it was pit entry or whatever, but I was able to run them down, luckily, and then the high side, I knew if I could get to the high side and get the momentum off the corner, I could have a shot. I didn't really expect to pass them with them two pushing each other, but luckily I was able to do it.
I was in fuel saver mode that whole third stage, except for the last 2 laps.
It seemed that you're getting better fire off, coming off of 1 and 2 than you were 3 and 4. You just seemed to be able to, when you drop down to the front stretch going into 1 and 2, that you were pulling it on the outside.
Yeah, it was. If you can get the momentum rolling on that top side, it's kind of. I honestly almost prefer it more than the bottom there. So, yeah, we were able to had a good car that could work that upper lane and get the momentum off and pay dividends there at the end, luckily. And glad to at least get the team win for Macattack. And I know a lot of their guys ran really well as well. So had a blast, and thank you guys as well, Hollywood and Smoke, for calling the race as well. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on the win tonight. Macattack Racing takes the first win of the league versus league. Macattack himself takes the win. So,
definitely give a shout out to True Death and Paulie D, who dominated basically the whole race. Just came up a little short.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, who finished second out of you guys? It was True, no?
It was true.
Yeah, I was in fuel saver mode at last fuel run.
Yeah, so could you have maybe gone a lap longer on the previous runs to stretch that out, or were you kind of put in a box there because you were leading so much?
I was trying to build a gap with Paulie pushing me between us and third, and then I'll be able to run the fuel saver, but I had to run the fuel saver all the way up until 2 laps remaining in the race. Then I was able to go to race gear. But yeah, when he was battling on the outside, I was in 5th gear the whole run pretty much.
Paulie, you were good on fuel on that last.
I had to save a little bit. That's why I was just sticking behind True, because I knew I was going to be about a lap short. So I did have to save a little.
So,
And
Paulie, I want to know if
between
it ever crossed your mind, because you spent a lot of time behind True. So were you able to maybe save a little bit more fuel than he did, and were you thinking about going a little longer than he did on that stop? Was that something that had crossed your mind?
No, well, I knew Mark was pretty quick, so I figured if we stayed together, we'd hopefully get that gap on him. But I just think that last pit we both had to save just a little bit of fuel to where he was able to catch.
Okay, well,
It
either
was fun
way,
though.
Mark was able to stay out one lap longer, be good on fuel, run these guys hard. I do believe that he gained a second on you guys. Just on that pit road entry, I think you guys were being a little conservative.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, I
I
know I
mean,
was.
he absolutely
definitely.
killed it. I watched him go in there. Definitely did a great job. So, you know,
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
practice my pit entrance, and I know I was like got down to like 35 one time.
Yeah.
But it was all fun though. It was good, clean racing. So
Yeah, it was a good race.
good win,
yes, sir,
Mark.
boys. So,
Yeah, guys.
any of you guys want to shout out anything while we're still live?
Subscribe
Yeah.
to exclusive now.
No, I just want to shout out to you guys as well, Ruthless Racing. Thank you guys again for broadcasting. It
Yeah,
truly means the
absolutely.
world, and we can't thank you guys enough. Shout out to MOB with Lando for being able to do this, and we couldn't do it without everybody involved, all the drivers and everything. And thank you guys as always. And I also want to shout out our sponsor, SwampBallRash.com, for all your setup needs. Go check out that website. It's a lot of help, and man's a really good dude. So go check that out as well.
Cool.
Great deal. Good guys. Good race. Good finish. It was
Yeah, good race.
all the way through watching.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Take care, gentlemen.
You as well.
All right, y'all. That's going to wrap it up for the League versus League tonight. Make sure to tune in next Wednesday. They'll be running Michigan, I think is what I saw.
I think it's Michigan, yeah.
So,
Michigan, yep.
same drivers, same channel, just a different week. It'll be live at 8 o'clock from Michigan for the second race of this series. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And leave a like, comment how you thought the race went, and sub to the channel if you're not already. As always, shout out our boy Skew Car. We saw him hop in the chat for a little bit. And shout out all these guys and all these drivers for putting on a good show for us tonight. But that'll be it for me. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.